Hello and welcome back to the Clans of the Enedwaith campaign. And where we left off, it was a bit of a period of peace for us, ongoing, because we'd won a victory at Caras Nernled and secured some more northern forces. And speaking of which, in Core Willishar I can train a couple of units, so I'm going to train some archers actually up there. And I've put the next level of mine to build at Buzradum because it'll take 8 turns, but once it's done, we will get a huge amount of money from that every turn. I'm building a port in Londangren, in Alkflud, purely because we get Angrim Raiders as a result, which are a very good unit. And then we've got some more cav here that we could possibly get. Maybe Grey Flood, you know, the River Scouts maybe. So how much do you cost to build? Okay, you're actually going to cost more than I'm going to get in. So, you know what? The port can wait, because we can just get a couple more units. And then in Londangren, you can get another unit. Let's take another swordsman, but let's move these guys up towards Alkflud. Londair's getting me a recruitment hall. Yeah, so they can do Angren Raiders because I built them a port last turn. And I got a fort here that I can put units in. So you know what? Let's put them in that fort there. Yeah, and you're getting a moot hall. Garden of Tales. So wait a minute. Does that mean we can get the War Chanters? Yes, I can get the War Chanters with that unit there. I would like the War Chanters because there aren't many of them, but they do increase morale, and that's something that my armies will struggle with. Or I can get a blacksmith. You know what? A blacksmith might be a good idea because then we can get chainmail. These guys are actually getting armor upgrades, which is really good. Because there's one thing that they don't do very well on, it's armor. Free armor, wow. The Mighty Clansman. What a great unit. Okay, so let's... Yeah, so that'll give us enough money so that the mines will build. Let's end another turn. I just got done finishing or recording an Ered episode. I'm going to alternate the recordings, just because I find that a little bit easier. But, you know, videos will come out on a weekly basis for each campaign. So we'll have 1 week Ered Luin, 1 week Clans of Enedwaith. I think that works quite well. If I had to say which one I was enjoying more at the moment, I am enjoying the clans more. I just something about the weaker human factions that I really like. Like, Bree was really fun, Anduin was really fun. I think Anduin was fun though, because I had skin changes and I could just ruffle stomp pretty much everything that got in my way. I think that's what made that campaign more interesting, is just having the ability to just crush anything that stands in your path. Although the start was quite difficult. I think taking Goblin Town in that campaign though pretty much sorted out the difficulty pretty quickly. And speaking of the clans, or the Vale of Anduin, we can go speak to them.
Without question. Yes, without question.
And yeah, don't siege them. Just let's be best buddies.
I shall continue tomorrow.
I've just got a bunch of meeting huts, which should get us some free upkeep. Didn't get us free upkeep here, but if I disband you, you'll still be happy. That's good. Yeah, and that's good because that means our mines are building under Mr. Fosker here, who is our resident mining expert, shall we say. And to be honest, you could probably do with a meeting hut here as well, so I'm just going to get that queued. Oh, and you've all got free upkeep. Oh, I'm going to key another few of them then, because that means I can put some more crappy trash in the fodder group up here. And I'm probably going to have a relatively small army to run north. So we're going to have a small army to try and take Matrife, another army to move on Argond, and then one major army in the south that I'm probably going to just swing immediately to hit Herot, or maybe Barley. don't know. Haven't 100% decided yet how I want to play this. The one thing we do have, though, is a ridiculous, and I mean ridiculous, amount of forts. So that is actually really good. So let's take... Yeah, we've got a unit of archers that we can just move up into there as well. And you're building my river scouts, plus you're building the blacksmith. The one thing I like is a lot of cavalry in my armies. So my main army is going to have, well, at this rate, it's going to have 3 units of cavalry. And I'm pretty sure I had some... Did I build Grey Floods like the skirmisher cav? Don't think I did, but I'm going to queue them. Why the hell not? Now, you can get some more stuff. Let's get another archer up there. And I'm just going to actually, you know what, let's see how much money we have on the next end turn. But yeah, we're going to plan this out. We're going to attack Dunland pretty quickly. And I'm going to see if I can get 2,000 odd grand out of Anduin. That would be really good. We're turtling a little bit at the moment, but... Hey, turtling doesn't always mean bad. This is the least aggressive I've ever been on a campaign, I think. But right now, all my campaigns are going pretty well. I mean, other than the irregular one, which I'm pretty sure might be my first ever fail on a campaign. All of my other campaigns have been successes, and I'm looking at that irregular one going... the elves... Attacking the elves in Mythlond looks like it might be a bit of a bleh. So, yeah, worried about that. Very worried. Who's that diplomat? If that's a, like, elven diplomat, that would be good, because I can talk to them and get some trading info. Ah! Hunters Guild, Longa... Yeah, why not? Okay, the flooding of the Gwaflo. So, the annual clan moot has ended at Tun New Year, and it appears that people of Enedwaith have been struck hard by the Great River. The Gwaflo has flooded, striking the lands of Clan Caril and Clan Malfin. Londair was spared, but Barradvin and surrounding lands were hit hard. Many lives have been lost. Okay, so they need 3,000 gold to repair the nearby villages and keep of Barradvin. You know what? We'll just we'll run at a deficit purely to help them out, because in fairness, they did give us 10,000 gold a few turns ago. So we're only repaying that debt. And because our economy is quite strong, we will make that back relatively quickly. So yeah, you're building now a couple of extra trash units that I can just put in the fort with this guy here. Barradvin is getting me another relatively trashy unit. And then same thing with Siduri and Londair. You're building my blacksmith still. Yeah, we'll just call a halt on recruitment for a turn just while we sort out those issues. Although, to be honest, you're pretty crap. So let's put a different unit in there to get free upkeep. In fact, how cheap are you? So 150 versus 230, 215, 215. Okay, so the cavalry definitely should go in there. And you should go in there. $215. Yeah, we'll put the raiders in there just to maximise our profits. This is becoming the economy game. And you get 2 free upkeep from that. Get any other free upkeep? No. So you know what? You can't move over. You can't move over. How about you guys? Let's move you into Londair, because I'm just thinking, let's get as much free upkeep as we can. Let's try and min-max our economy. It's not something I normally do, but just for a change of pace, I think it would be a good idea. And you know what? Down here, we could do probably another meeting hut. So we will get one. And can we get Angrim Raiders here? No, but we can get some river units. So we've built up a pretty decent military, all things considered. Yeah, we're building up nice and slowly, and we can crush these guys relatively quickly. Oh yeah, let's try and get some money out of these gents. So, you are a Snowwalk diplomat, unfortunately.
My lord.
And I can't speak to them now. Where's their next
As you wish.
province? Ah,
What is it you wish?
Gleofine. Perfect. Well met, friend. Give me money. So, you have modest wealth, but my diplomat is a level 10 diplomat.
Possibly a mistake. It will accept.
Okay, so that bags me a little bit of money. Did I ask for 2,000? Did I fuck that up? I should have had more money, right? Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe I put 200 or something. I don't know. Okay, so... yeah, that's all set up. Let's end the turn. It's a pretty nice day in the UK. It's amazing, you know. We go into lockdown and then the weather from the moment we go in lockdown has been nothing but lovely in the UK. I live in quite a coastal region, so like the town where I am is just outside of another town where there's quite a lot of people that go for like nights out and stuff in relation to stags and things. So my local area is probably being hit pretty rough by the by this outbreak. And Dunland want to talk to us. They don't want to talk to us. They want to try and bribe the settlement, but there isn't an option to do that anymore. So the stupid diplomat just does his weird, puts the scroll out to talk to us thing. Okay, so Philium was reclaimed. It looks like Gondor are doing actually relatively well. 5,000 money. Very nice. You're going to make even more money next turn. So you're not free upkeep. Is there a reason for that? Carpenter's Guild House and a Merchant's Wharf. Ooh, baby. Get another thing there. Oh, the Angrim Raiders. We definitely want them. And you know what? I'm going to get some more archers there. Well, in that case, I'm going to put you in the fort. And you guys get free upkeep. You can get a port. I wouldn't say no to a port. And then you know what? We'll get another port there. We'll have ports for days. Okay, and we can get some units. So I think the Angrim Raiders are definitely worth having because, I mean, 6, 8, 11 is really good. They're just a direct upgrade, aren't they, on the Greyflood Raiders. And then Greyflood Horsemen, I mean... more axemen maybe, because we're going to be dealing with armor with the Dunlendings, or, you know, armor in quotation marks. And the economy can still support all this, which is good. Yeah, we've got some extra archers that we can just bring down to this fort here, and then this can be our raiding group. And then we want to make sure that we can hopefully get Bree involved in this battle against Dunland. If they're not already at war. Oh, they are at war, aren't they? Did they declare war in the last turn? I'll check that. I'm like 90% sure they did. And hopefully the elves will pay a bucket ton for our map info like they did last time. And also, fingers crossed, touch wood, no crashes, which is good. Maybe I've sorted it out. It might have had something to do with the fact that I was running like Google Chrome in the background, probably. And my computer is showing its age a little bit now. Probably needs more like an upgrade to the motherboard and things. And Dunland are doing well, which isn't good. I am a little bit worried about that.
Without question.
Right.
What is it you wish to do?
Trade rights, map info. And you're going to give me money. Well off is how they would describe. Oh, it's Legolas. Give me 2,000 gold coins. Give me all the money.
This seems
Yes.
reasonable. Good day to you.
Okay, that's good. We got some decent money out of that. Now we can go speak to the
Yes. I
Men
shall
of Dale
continue
and
tomorrow.
the people of Erebor to get even more money. So we're going to get 8 grand next turn based on that. And that will go up a little bit because they're in forts. Enedwaith hunters. We'll take them. Yeah, I think, are you building a fort? Yeah, a port there. Londair, I feel like you need more stuff. Fairground? That's actually a really good increase for, to be honest, a pretty... Although the Lever Tanner actually turns around very quickly as well. Let's get the Lever Tanner. And then let's get another spy, because you can never have enough spies. And we need some decent infantry units. We need something to hold, don't we? So let's get some River Spearmen, because they'll just hold the line. Our economy is going to tank, by the way, once we've done all this. Oh, we can get a town upgrade there. Perfect. Wow, we've got towns everywhere. That's really good. We're building up quite nicely.
Would you wish to speak to me?
And you know what? We're going to build some dudes here, because... Do they get free upkeep? They get 2 free upkeep units, so I might as well put them in there. So I feel like we've maximised our efficiency here relatively well. I could have sworn I had another diplomat as well. I've only got 1. Because I don't really want to just break this alliance, like... just by declaring war on an ally. That never goes down well with any of your prospective friends, so to speak. If we could get Gondor involved, it would be good, wouldn't it? But they won't directly border them, will they? So they probably won't get involved. Just gotta hope Bree will get involved. And speaking of which, I should have checked if Bree and Dunland were at war, actually. That was a mistake. Always forget diplomats, don't I? It's just part and parcel. Okay, Minas Morgul is besieged, and we got our blacksmith. Goblins love us, because for some weird reason. Maybe because they know what we're about to do. Oh yeah, and the ring popped up in Hobbiton, didn't it? Which is cool. Yes, so we do have another diplomat who can just stand ready outside of Heorot. And then we've got another spy who, to be honest, let's have him head towards... So the capital is there. And that's a major town. So these are their 2 major recruitment provinces. Maybe we should just head for their capital through this town here. That probably would make more sense, wouldn't it? And we've got pretty much nearly a full Doom stack in Outford. And we're still making really good money. Would the port be good here? let's take it. We'll go for the port, and then what can we get 2 of? Get 2 Grey Flood Raiders. And they're quite cheap in upkeep. Yeah, let's do it. And you're getting a port there. Everyone is getting loads of stuff. That is awesome. Oh yeah, and Karis is now recruiting units as well. Yeah, we've got units for days. Happily. Right, let's end the turn. And yes, next turn we can speak to Dale and see how much money we can gather them for our crappy map info and trade rights. We're playing the long game at the moment. I mean, the battle against Dunland is either going to go really well or it's going to go really badly. The fact that they're fighting the Orcs in the Misty Mountains does give me some hope, because I'm thinking I can push them out of their heartlands without triggering their last stand script, which would be really useful, because triggering that would be a pain in the ass. So the fact that that probably won't trigger is useful to me, because I can keep my advance going and take away their core regions, which is, to be honest, where they're going to be getting the majority of their units. So as long as I can knock out sort of their first 4 or 5 settlements relatively quickly in almost a blitzkrieg approach, that'll be good. And I've got the economy by the looks of it to actually support a decent fight. Social drinker, public happiness. Yeah, I'm not sure about that guy. I'll take that. And Clan Moot. They had nothing to discuss this year. And let's go speak to Esgaroth. He's got a look at that beard. That is an impressive beard with long blonde. I wish I could grow a beard like that. That is the beard of kings. Okay, so they don't have a lot of money. How does 1,000 sound to you?
This seems
And they're bankrupt. Oh, that's really funny. Why would you buy map info? Do you know what I mean? If you knew you're going to be bankrupt as a result. That's brilliant. I just conned Dale out of effectively all of their money. Losers. Right, and then I think some armories wouldn't necessarily go amiss actually along here. How much does the armory cost? 2, 5, yeah. And then Corwillashar, can you get one as well? Yeah, you can. Yeah, so we'll get some armories up there. Bosradum is only 3 turns away now from getting their mining network, which is awesome. And Karas now. Yeah, you've got some free upkeep units now built in. So what else can we get? Alclud, you are getting a port. Long Angren, you are getting a port. Londair, can you get me something? Leather worker, superior leather maybe. Communal farming, any of them would be good. Herbalist, I think a leather worker for the economy boost, to be honest. And then Siduri, you're building a port. Bregost, Grove of Stories, uninteresting. Karas Nernaled. Yeah, we'll take the units. Send the turn. Get garrisons everywhere, really, on that northern flank. Yes, so we've got view of Dunyard. They haven't got a whole lot of stuff there. And I think in the next episode we will declare war on Dunland. I think that would be a good plan. It will tank our economy. But saying that, we'll have the new mines out by then, so we're getting even more money. Maybe it won't tank it too hard. And I think that is the end of the turn. Come on. Slow and steady. Just the way we like it. Okay. Wow, they really want us to build hunting things. Oh, and the barracks event has just kicked off. So it's a bit of a two-pronged sword for us, because we're good in the early game. And I'm glad they're getting rid of the barracks event. It's one of the most crappy, gamey things in this whole mod. It's the one thing I really dislike. Right, you give me crap. Rich. How about 3,000? Oh, they took it. Okay, so we got a decent whack of money there. Who to go to next? Dol Guldur? Yes, Dol Guldur. So what do we know we're dealing with? We've got Matrife here. And Farbad in the south. Okay, so we've got 3,000 gold with which to do some stuff with. So we've got you in a fort. And this army here, which isn't getting very much free upkeep, but it's got a decent amount of different types of units. Maybe the Moot Keepers, and then the River Swordsmen, just to get us some more infantry. Or actually, why am I doing that? Cavalry. Come on. Cavalry is where it's at. You can get some Erenvorn Woodsmen, can you? Are they actually any good? I mean, they're very cheap, aren't they? But they're not any, you know, really any better than the Clansmen. They're actually worse than the Clansmen. We'll build them. Then Dolvorn, yeah, you're getting the town upgrade. And then we can chuck in a meeting hut, actually. And then we're just waiting on Buzzradoon, which is 2 turns. Right, I think I will call it an episode here. So thank you very much for watching. In the next episode, we will declare war on Dunland. And it will be the war to last all wars, I reckon. Can you get any money out of them? Oh, we're trusted friends, apparently. Yeah, they don't want it. Yeah, they don't want map info. They've had it once. They're happy with it. Who are you at war with? Diplomacy. So you are at war with Breland, Rohan, and Moria. So they're at war on 2 fronts at the moment. And when we attack them, there'll be a war on 3 fronts. So they shouldn't have the forces, I imagine, to deal with us. We should be able to just rock on up and ruin them. So thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks again. Bye-bye.